Sportster. Not again. What's up, two-wheelers? Old Man Ronin here. Welcome back to the channel. And yep, we're on the Sportster once again. I love this bike, I'll tell you what. Considering it was definitely a garage find, even though it's not that old, it's a treasure to ride. So I thought, what better way to introduce my first channel update than on the old 1200C. The bike we're riding obviously is a 2009. It is fuel injected. We have a Fuel Pack 3, Vance Hines short shots, and a Harley-Davidson Screamin Eagle heavy breather. That gives me the performance I need, along with the 1250 kit that I upgraded the engine to. Yeah, it is what it is. Watch out, little squirrel. But we're going to talk today about our channel, Old Man Ronin, and what we've got planned for the future. Starting with, if you see in the thumbnail, some moto camping. I really love the country and the outdoors, which is why I live in the country. With that said, we're going to be doing some moto camping with not only the Sportster, probably the Road King as well when we go to more of a campground type place. But the Sportster will be used in some of the more off-beaten path areas. I'm not a huge fan of campgrounds, and the only time I like camping in a campground is when I'm on a long distance trip. If I'm out just having some fun and want to camp for like a weekend, then I'm going to go to some secluded areas where there's not a lot of people, because you know, I'm Old Man Ronin, and stay off my lawn. I just don't like people hanging around and making noise when I want to enjoy wildlife. So with that said, I do find the unbeaten path areas, and then I go camp in those. What do I bring along? Well, obviously a tent or a camping hammock, which is a lot of fun. I really like my Biltwell Xfil 80 for longer trips and camping. But what I have to do with my Sportster now is I have to switch sissy bars. And right now I have a Burley short bar, which I love the way it looks on this bike. But for longer trips, I have to throw on the TC Bros tall sissy bar. That way I can attach the Xfil 80 to it, along with the sleeping roll, tent, and the whole 9 yards. So it's more of a, oh, it's foggy down there. It's more of a travel friendly. And if I go to Mexico in 2021 with this bike, I definitely will have the TC Bros extended sissy bar on it to pack all my goodies. As far as other channel updates, what I'm planning on doing is doing a lot of Ohio cruising, hitting some back roads. We're going to take M's with us and Iron Lady. Iron Lady, when we ride longer distances, she loves to get on the back of the Road King, and that's what we'll take for that. But we're going to visit some Ohio wineries and the wine regions throughout the state, and maybe into some other states as well too. Depends on all this mess with COVID, what 2020 brings, the rest of 2020 brings as far as trips. But for sure, a lot of Ohio adventures are going to take place. I love country back roads like we're on right now, and I know you've seen this road before, but this is fairly close to the old house, and it's perfect for doing some moto vlogging and some information talking head type stuff, which we're doing right now. But we're going to be taking some trips to breweries and wineries, some nature areas around the state, show you a little bit what we've got going on here in this beautiful eastern part of Ohio. Not such a fan of the western part, except down around Cincinnati. It's hilly down there, but riding the flatlands is boring. I just, my wife has this thing, she takes it and she goes, corn, soybeans, corn, soybeans, and that's pretty much what the western part of Ohio is. Yuck. I guess it has its I guess this has its beauty, but not for me. I like the heels, because I am an Appalachian hillbilly, no question about it. But besides doing the trips in Ohio, one of the other things we got planned is bike modifications. I'm putting other bars on Iron Lady's Iron 883, as well as a sissy bar. I'm going to keep the engine pretty much stock, except for the stage 1 upgrades that we did, but that's been done already before we started the channel. That happened a couple years ago. I'm going to be changing the bars on the soft tail, and possibly, I haven't thought about it. I know what I said in my last video about keeping the engine kind of stock, but I'm thinking more and more I need a stage 4. Yeah, we want to jack that motor up to over a 103, I think, is what we're going to do, and get it running with some high compression heads, and you know, just having some fun with it. I love that bike, I really do, particularly now that Mr. Harley-Davidson decided that they want to get rid of the Deluxe for 2021, which is a crying shame for me, but yeah, you know, it is what it is. That's their business decision, and I've got a Deluxe, so, you know, and there's plenty in the market. If I want to add another Deluxe to my stable, there's plenty of used ones all the way up to 2020, so yeah, we can find something. And you know, who knows, maybe someday down the road, if money's better, I might be able to get a Milwaukee 8. I did a couple test rides on some of the soft tails with the Milwaukee 8, and I'll be honest with you, I really love the engine. It's very smooth, it's very quiet, which would change immediately, but I mean, what I mean by quiet is you don't get the clanky noises like you do in the Sportsters with the old Evos. They are a lot more, I guess, tolerance tight. They're not slapping around, but I'll tell you what, this old Evo, baby, I love this engine. I'd be totally happy if Mr. Harley-Davidson left the Evos for the rest of my life, because I really do enjoy them. Of course, I enjoy shovel heads too, which brings me to my next point in the channel upgrade, what we're thinking about doing. We're thinking about buying an old shovel head, either a Sportster, or if I can find an FL, you know, that's in decent shape. I shouldn't say decent shape, I don't care if it's in decent shape, just find one that's not frickin' expensive. But tomorrow, actually, we're going to take you along, and we're going to look at a 72 iron head, and see if that's something we want to include in our stable to do a chopper, or probably, for that, I'll probably do a chopper build. It already has a Springer on it, as far as the pictures I've seen of it. The guy sent them to me. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see what we decide. We'll take you along regardless and show you that may be the 2021 winter build series, because you know, in Ohio, it's snowy, and I'm getting old. And I don't ride in the winter like I used to. I used to ride year round. I mean, in fact, my 2007 Dyna was in pretty bad shape when I got rid of it, because I literally rode the hell out of that everywhere, shape and form. It was my everyday bike, and I mean, I'd ride it in wintertime. I mean, I'd clean it. I'm not Adam Sandoval. I do wash my bikes, but the salt and the snow removal stuff that's on the roads here in Ohio are really, really hard on motorcycles. And so, but you know, I love riding, so I rode no matter what. But to get back to my original, we are going to do a winter build, and not decided what yet. It may be simply tearing the engine apart on the Deluxe and doing a stage 4, or if I get this Sportster 1200, I may just do a chopper build in that. I haven't had a Springer in a few years, meaning like 10 or 15, and I kind of want to put a Springer front end on the bike, and you know, chop it out. It'll be a rigid. I'll probably get the either TC Bros or Lowbrow Customs rigid extension, and then weld it up and make it my own. So we'll see. That'll be coming up. But those are some of the changes that are happening to the channel. we're going to be, I shouldn't say changes, because basically we're doing moto vlogs right now until we get enough money. Because it's all about money, you know, when you start doing these shows and, you know, and putting this stuff together. Yeah, it's easy to get on a motorcycle and just ride and talk, which is fun. However, I want you to have more content. That means I want to do some more how-tos. I want to do some build series. I want to do some moto camping. Oop, I got that bird there. I don't know if you saw that. But I want to do those kind of things that will be a lot of fun for the viewership, because this channel's for you. It's for me too, but it's for you as well. And so leave me some stuff in the comments below, what you would like to see on our channel. Would you like to see more moto vlogs alone? Would you want to see some build series? You want to see some how-tos? You want to see some travel videos? When we do take a trip, when we're allowed to go out of the state and out of country, we'll probably run up into Canada and loop the Great Lakes, which is one of my favorite, man, it's foggy out there. One of my favorite trips to do is to travel travel around the Great Lakes. It is beautiful, particularly the Upper Peninsula and then up around Lake Huron in Ontario. Oh my God. I've done that trip several times and it is gorgeous. And that'll take a few days, but to be honest with you, I don't even know if the border's open. So as far as channel updates, that will be one of the things we do. So what we got planned are our camping trips, which you're going to see in the thumbnail, obviously. We've got our modifications to existing motorcycles, motorcycle builds, test rides, of course. I almost forgot about that. And then we also have our longer trips. So again, put in the comments what you'd like to see me do, and we'll get it to you as quickly and as funly as we can possibly get it. Like I say, we're striving for two videos a week, Wednesdays and Sundays. Tell me what time you want me to do the premieres, because this one I have premiered for 6 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. And you know, that's cool. But you know, if you want it later, just actually see the little premiere icons, that's cool as well too. Just let me know in the comments. So, well, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give us a big thumbs up, like, subscribe. I think I'll put it over here. Subscribe, share, and definitely comment. I really enjoy reading all the posts and all the comments, and I'll tell you what, so far it's been 100% positive, and I really appreciate it. We're growing the channel, not very fast obviously, because you know, we've only have 30 some, almost 40 subscribers, and we want to grow this channel. So please share and get your friends to subscribe, because we really do have fun making it. But until next time, ride safe and keep it on two wheels, baby.